I was a very shy and unsure teenager. Growing up, I found every other girl as though she was more attractive and more talented than me. And I always looked for approval from my parents. But back in the day, parents were not very generous with compliments. Somehow they thought that always correcting your child and comparing them to others was probably the best way to improve them. Well, basically, I was very underconfident and I felt powerless and ordinary. But later, I did some research in the area of confidence. And I also learned some simple techniques, including some body language rules and some foods that we can eat. And all of these can help us become a strong, confident, and powerful personality instantly. I'm going to share these with you, including a hack that I used last month at a big live event. Now, there are a lot of practical suggestions, so make sure that you have a pen and a notebook and you're noting it down. And now, let's get going. Hey, this is Chetna and you're watching Chet Chat. Now, do check out this content as a podcast on Skill Up with Chet Chat on Spotify, where you can listen and watch on the go. Scientifically speaking, there are 5 hormones that are involved with us being confident: dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, endorphins, and testosterone. DOSET, DOSET, the confidence code. Come on, let's look at them one by one. Number 1, D for dopamine. Dopamine is the motivation hormone. Now, when you're achieving your goal, your brain kind of rewards you in the form of dopamine. So let's say you felt great standing on top of that victory stand in school. It was because of a surge of dopamine in the brain. Now, the point is we can't keep standing on that victory stand all our lives. So how do we keep the dopamine levels up in order for us to feel happy and confident and powerful all the time? So the simple technique is to set goals for ourselves and break them down into smaller chunks and achieve small bits and feel a sense of accomplishment every day. Something small, but make sure there's a win every day. Not having meaningful goals, not working towards anything that we find fulfilling will make you feel low on self-confidence. But remember to keep this person off, because these distractions will interfere with the dopamine pathways. Now let's talk about some natural sources of dopamine. Try having eggs, green vegetables, green tea like this one, coffee, fish, chicken, strawberries and nuts, all in balanced amounts. This will boost your dopamine naturally. Number 2, O for oxytocin. Oxytocin is the attachment molecule, the love hormone. Ever noticed how you feel so confident when you're in love? Like everything looks good on you and you feel like you're the best. That is oxytocin. So how do we keep our oxytocin levels up on a regular basis? We need to create some positive social interactions. Encourage your friends and colleagues at work, mentor them, smile more, laugh, create personal bonds, compliment people maybe in the class or at work, watch more comedy shows to keep you light and happy. And if you have a pet or a niece, hug them often. Physical proximity generates oxytocin. Get a massage done. And once you treat others kindly and with love, you'll get that love and respect back from them, which once again will boost your confidence. Natural sources. Let's talk about natural sources of oxytocin. Vitamin D. Vitamin D is a happy vitamin. In fact, if you're not feeling happy or confident over a prolonged period of time, make sure you get your vitamin D levels tested. And we need to make sure we get enough sunlight. So maybe if you have a call to make, walk outside in the morning sun while pacing up and down. Try having fatty fish, mushrooms and eggs. They all can help you. Now, vitamin C and magnesium are the next 2 vitamin sources for oxytocin. And you can find them in citrus fruits, tomatoes, spinach, peppers, pumpkin, avocados and dark chocolate. Look for a lot of color in the food. And also make sure you don't cut down on fats completely. Since the fats which are in the healthy range, they're a must for hormone production. Now, before we move on to hormone number 3, I want to give a shout out to Onanya. Ananya left this beautiful motivating message under my last video. And if you want a shout out, leave me a message below with the hashtag ChetChatters. Number 3, S for serotonin. Serotonin is the calm leadership hormone, the feel-good hormone. It is generated in the gut. So what can we do to keep our serotonin levels high? Sleep well. Sleep is a very important part of feeling good, strong and powerful. Also find a purpose. Pursue a hobby that you enjoy. Art, music, dancing, writing, gardening. Any hobby that gives you purpose and joy. Go on a vacation. Even a day out with loved ones can work wonders. Say thank you. This was surprising. Saying thank you from the heart boosts serotonin levels. Let's talk about natural sources of serotonin. You can't get serotonin directly from the food, but you can get tryptophan, which is an amino acid that gets converted to serotonin in the brain. And tryptophan is found primarily in bananas, also in some high protein foods like turkey and salmon. But there's a catch here. You also need about 25 to 30 grams of carbohydrates in the day to help convert this tryptophan into serotonin. So have you ever noticed how when you go on a carb-free diet, you feel very unhappy? And this is the reason. So make sure you have some carbs, balance all the nutrients and you will be fine. Number 4, endorphins, E for endorphins. Endorphins are the determination, success and bliss hormone. They're the body's way of reducing stress and anxiety and they help us improve our mood. Exercise is a big way to boost endorphins. Notice how you feel happy after a good workout and that lasts most of the day? Endorphins are the reason for that. Exercise will additionally improve your posture, it'll make your body more toned and your confidence level will automatically grow up. Play a sport and nothing beats team sport or maybe going for a hike with some friends. I love doing that. Do some power walking, running, go to a gym or play a game, maybe play badminton. Laugh with your friends. Play your favorite TV show or your favorite song or meditate. Meditation is also a great way to feel blissful. And if you repeat positive affirmations to yourself, then it can really help in boosting self-confidence. Number 5 is testosterone. Higher levels of testosterone in both men and women lead to increased feelings of confidence. And the 6th hormone that I'm going to mention here is cortisol, which is the stress hormone. So a lower level of cortisol combined with a higher level of testosterone, that combination will make you feel confident. And this is the hack that I used recently. So I had a very big live event just a few weeks ago. And 10 minutes before it started, I was nervous. Well, everyone's nervous. I also feel nervous. So I was in the green room and I could hear the countdown outside. So what did I do? I quickly put on my exercise music, like fast-paced music. I did a few power poses like this one. I did a happy dance to the music. I smiled. I looked in the mirror and I said, "You're going to rock this." And then I went outside and I started cheering up the whole team saying, "Come on, we can do it. You all are rock stars. Let's hit it out of the park." And suddenly I was full of confidence and power. Famous painter Vincent van Gogh said, "If you can hear a voice within you that says you cannot paint, then by all means paint, and that voice will be silenced." So here are some quick body language and power dressing tips to take your testosterone levels up and also boost your confidence. Posture. Stand tall, push your shoulders back. Keep your legs apart and stand on both legs, not like this or like this. Stand on both legs, hold your head up straight and smile. Eye contact, making strong eye contact. Imagine you're a powerful person and then make eye contact. And don't keep fiddling with your hair and your fingers. Gestures, use large expansive gestures and that tends to convey power. Don't tuck yourself into a corner and make your body small. Greet people personally and confidently. Shake hands with them, like you're actually shaking the whole arm, not just fingers. And say hello to them when you look at them in the eye. Stay calm and relaxed with a louder, confident and more factual tone. Talking about movement, Move with purpose and intention. Take large steps. Don't be afraid to walk into a room and claim it like your own. And dress for success. Dress like the person you wish to be. Let's say you want a promotion. Dress like your boss, or let's dress like a senior manager. Look at successful people in your field and notice the details. Their hair, their clothes. Do they wear suits? Do they keep facial hair? Power dressing has different meanings, maybe for a corporate executive and for a gamer. Voice. Speak in a deep and assertive tone. Speak clearly, and always, especially the girls, try using your deeper tones. High-pitched voices tend to sound underconfident and nervous. And avoid filler words like or ah. Next is ask and listen. Asking questions makes you powerful. The interviewer asks, the boss asks, mummy asks. So ask a few questions and you'll be seen as powerful. And keep listening while you're nodding. People will slowly start talking to you much more. And since you're the only one paying attention, they'll be constantly talking to you. Facial expressions. Keep a neutral and calm and composed facial expression. Avoid showing vulnerability, nervousness, or weakness. Confidence does not mean that you're always right. It means that you're not afraid to be wrong. Let's talk about foods that can help boost testosterone. Include ginger, pomegranate, leafy vegetables, onions, honey, garlic, almonds, bananas, fatty fish, and fatty oil. Avoid alcohol and tobacco-based products. Remember, self-confidence can be learned, practiced, and mastered just like any other skill. Once you master it, everything in your life will change for the better. So I hope that helped you remain more positive, confident, and make you feel more powerful in your life. And if it did, make sure you press that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up. And that motivates me and makes me feel more confident about making more such content for you. And see you next Friday.